Hey everyone, and welcome to Race City Marine. Today we're going to take you on a tour of one of our brand new boats. Behind me is the all-new 2024 Barletta Reserve. This is the 26 UC Leggera. If you have any questions on this particular boat, the rest of our inventory, or you'd like to schedule to take a boat out on the water, take a look at our contact information down in the description below. So there are two exterior color options for the Reserve. This boat is finished off in prismatic blue with the black accents. For the interior, the primary color is linen with all the charcoal accents, and then this has the Amore gray for the entire flooring. Now in back, you will notice that the Mercury 400 horsepower V10 engine is also color matched, giving it a really cool look, as well as giving this boat plenty of power to get up on plane. You will also notice too, in back, we have the upgraded ladder. So instead of having the telescoping ladder, we can just fold this down and you have some very large steps to make this very easy to enter and exit, and it quickly folds up and locks into place. Now with that, there's stainless steel grab handles on both sides, and you will notice more of the stainless steel that separates the motor from the deck space in the back. There's a flag holder up top, also the ski pylon. There's also areas on both sides where you could hook up some additional ropes, or you can use this system right here for the chains as another separator. We have fender holders as well as the central gas fill up. So it doesn't matter which side of the dock you're pulling up to, it makes it much easier to fill up. And you'll notice more of the stainless steel as another separator for the sides of this boat. Now on board the all-new Reserve, this can hold up to 12 people. So you have a lot of seating that will go over, and you also have a lot of deck space on the back of this boat. So if you're just hanging out with your friends and family, you have a great place to be. You also have this rear-facing seat that you can also adjust. Before we get to that, underneath we have Barletta along with the Harman Kardon sound system and some more of the stainless steel accents, which is a great touch. Now, if you choose to sit forwards, all we have to do is move this back. Now you have a beautiful forward-facing lounger for this Ultra Lounger. You can also pop this up and fold it down. Now we have a very flat surface for your sun deck. Underneath this cushion I was sitting on, we have our dual battery system along with a few other things and a little bit of storage. But you'll notice that underneath the rest of these seats, we have additional storage. There's also a third battery for this boat. And with the cushions in the middle, you can actually lift both of these up. You get a little storage underneath this seat. You can lock those into place. Now you have a forward-facing seat, but you can also come back and lift this up and lock it into place. Now you have a forward-facing and a rear-facing style. So just depending on what you're doing for the day. And then you can come to the one in the front and do the exact same thing. So there's storage underneath this one. And let's put this one up real quick, just so you can see this angle. So now you have that rear-facing bench style where you can hang out and enjoy the action behind the boat. And then you do also have this side-facing seat. You can lift this up from the back to give yourself a little bit more storage. It's on a hinge too, so it's nice to have that additional space. And then we have the armrest on the side that you can actually raise and lower. So if you want a little bit more of a comfortable side seat, you have the option to do that. And then you'll notice we have some more speakers up underneath. For UC, it stands for Ultra Lounger Captain's Chairs. So now we can work our way to these Captain's Chairs where we have a very nice design. They do swivel, recline, and incline. We have the adjustable armrest as well. For your passenger, you get some cup holders, you get a phone holder, you could charge your phone, a little bit of storage underneath. And then for the side entry and exit door, we have what's called a doggy dock view. This is not new from Barletta, but you'll notice that the middle section of this door is transparent. So from the passenger seat and the driver's seat, you can actually see through that door while it's closed. It makes it much more beneficial for docking situations and just seeing through that door. Now, in order to open it, there is a safety release that you need to push. You can twist that handle down and then bring this door all the way in, and it will actually hold in place, which is great. And then you have an easy entry and exit out of the side. Then just push on that safety again and it will lock into place. Now behind that, we do have additional storage up underneath. So this is on a hinge where you'll notice we have the sub for that Harman Kardon. And we also have this adjustable leg to give you a nice flat surface. So if you have any items for the day, if you want to put your cooler up underneath, you can quickly do that and then fold it back into place and lock it up. Now, Barletta utilizes their center tri-tune for additional storage. So underneath the floor, you have a lot of space where you could even fit the boat cover or whatever items that you want subfloor and out of the way. This boat even has a storage bin that you can slide out. It is lockable, so you can place some items in there. So it's great to have all of that out of the way. And you will notice too that the driver's seat is up a few inches just to give you a little bit more visibility around the rest of your passengers. We have that same seat that you saw over on the passenger side, plenty of legroom as well. Now over to my right, we do have the throttle control along with your trim, engine start stop. There's a few other profiles and throttle controls you can go through. We have the ignition as well as the arch and the power bimini. So as you can tell, we have a massive bimini for this boat. It will provide you with a lot of shade from the sun, and there's a few different configurations that you can do with this. So with the bimini in its open position, I'm going to go ahead and fold the arch towards the front of the boat. So this is how you would store the arch and collapse the bimini when it's out of the way. But let's say you have some low sunlight and you just want to get out of the sun. You can actually rotate this entire piece down to where now we can just hang out. If we have the sun over in that direction, now we have a different angle where we can get out of that sun, and then we can quickly use that button to push this all the way back up. So with the push of a button, it is very easy to do, and then the same goes for the entire bimini cover itself. So we'll just use that button to the right of this, and with the arch back up and the bimini now folded up on the top, it just gives you some really nice configurations for this boat. Now we can have that sun shining through if you want to have it out of the way. But let's work our way back to this driver's seat, where over on my right side, we have the RGB lighting. So this boat does have the interior lighting you can adjust. We have the head unit along with the Simrad touchscreen system, where you can go through your navigation, your engine, you have some other vitals, which is nice. And then on both sides of the steering wheel, we have some brushed aluminum accents with all of these controls for your underwater lighting, under deck. We have the bilge and the horn. On this left side, there's your panel lights along with some more lighting and your courtesy lights. We also have the 3-spoke design for the steering wheel with the floating design for the Barletta badge. So it's always going to be in that upright position, and this is adjustable as well. Now this boat also has thrusters built into the pontoons. So we have the bow and the stern, making you able to control this boat in some tighter situations. You can pivot this boat in 360s, which is very helpful, especially for the size of this boat. Up top, there's our gauges for your tach and your speedometer, as well as some other vitals that you can go through, like your engine temperature, along with battery and fuel. And then as we work our way up front, going back to being a pet-friendly boat with the doggy dock view, you can also bring food and water for your furry friends. So you can slide out this tray and have all of that for them. This driver console also has another lockable storage bin, so you can put some items in there as needed. And in front of that, we have an area for the wastebasket. So that way no one has to get up out of their seat, and it's nicely hidden out of the way. Now, as we work our way to the bow of this boat, we have a really nice seating configuration. You'll notice too that we can pull down these armrests on both sides and now turn these forward-facing seats into a little bit more of a captain's chair / lounger. And then all these cushions are on hinges. So you can lift them up this way and then rotate them outwards. These bins are lined in plastic, so it's going to be much easier to clean, and you can store life jackets, any items like that that you have with you for the day. There's also more speakers. We do get auxiliaries and some grab handles. And then Barletta utilizes the front of this center tri-tune or pontoon for even more storage. So if you have your anchor or any other items that you'd like to place up front, you have an area to do that. And then this door opens just like the side door. So you can easily open that up and enter and exit out of the bow. But that is a look at our all-new 2024 Barletta Reserve. This is the 26 UC Leggera. If you have any other questions on this boat, the rest of our inventory, or you'd like to get out on the water, again, take a look at our contact information down in the description, and we look forward to seeing you all out on the water.